Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. I recorded a video earlier today with my buddy Prestige, who posts multiplayer stuff mainly, and I'm obviously a zombies guy, so I figured I would sort of do a crossing of the worlds and talk from a bit less of an obsessive point of view as I normally bring to the table, that sort of thing, about what to expect in the new map and some of the new features that they have announced. So this, for some of you, might be a bit of a general video. You might already know a lot of the content in here, but for others of you, it's going to be a good recap of what we know so far, or some of the things we know so far at least, and some fun things to look forward to in the future as well. So hopefully you guys really enjoy this quick little commentary. As always, if you have any requests for people I should commentate with or anything along those lines, then let me know in the comments down below. Smash the like button, and let's get into the com.
What is going on, dudes? My name is Prestige. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special guest, MrRoflWaffles.
Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here.
And today we're going to be talking about the brand new DLC 2 Zombies map, ZETSUBOU no Shima.
Hell yeah.
And we quickly just want to talk about things that we're excited for, a little bit about the story and what we can expect, and then some things that we might want, but at the same time might not want, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like a little bit of a recap of the intro cutscene that we got. And once again, Milo is our local zombies expert, so if you want to check out his channel, I'll put a link down below in the description.
Lovely. So, in that case, I'd better kick some things off now with some story info. First of all, the first thing that I'd really like to see happen on this map, or certainly something that I would like to see explained a little, just a little, would be this house that has been talked about throughout Black Ops 3. If we go all the way back to the Origins cutscene, there is Samantha, there is Eddie, and there is Maxis's voice. Oh, we always hear Maxis's damn voice, but don't see the chap. Anyhow.
Is he evil or is he good?
Oh my goodness, that's a video in itself, man. That's a series in itself. But we've got this house, and then in Black Ops 3, it's been mentioned so many times in absolutely all of the maps. It's getting pretty ridiculous at this point, so I really want to see expansion of that in this new map, but specifically, I want to see expansion of the ideas that Takeo brings to the table, because he has been dreaming about this house. He specifically says that in The Giant, he's had dreams of this house, and I want to see those explained a little bit and brought into the focus of the player a little, but also, I would really like, because this is Takeo's map, for him to give us sort of his thoughts on what is actually going on with Richtofen and with Maxis as well, and all of that stuff.
I want to know some more backstory, and that's another thing I hope Treyarch does. With what they did with Nikolai, they did that little bit of a teaser with his backstory, and he's in the house and everything. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I want to see something with Takeo, because he is kind of a more mysterious character, really.
I had actually completely forgotten about that memory segment until you just mentioned it. That is going to be happening, most likely, like this week or next week. We're going to be getting a new memory segment. That's going to be awesome. Yes.
Even the house is in the multiplayer too, like uninfected. So I don't know.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. Really, it's pretty damn nuts. And also, speaking of Maxis as well, it's really interesting the fact that we don't really know Maxis's motivations right now. We've had the fact that he's been talking to the characters through the rift, and he's told Richtofen to go to Griffin Castle, and he knows that at Griffin Castle he's not going to be able to communicate with those characters and stuff. So just generally, I'd like to see what he is up to in the story right now as well. That would be very cool, because his radios on the Giant, what the hell do they mean? They're super weird, so definitely needs some explanation.
So in the intro cutscene, we saw them fight actual soldiers that were holding them captive.
Yes.
And Takeo just went off with that samurai sword. It was amazing.
Hell yeah.
But we didn't really get a good look at the island where the map is actually going to take place. We get to see it from a distance, but from the preview image on the promotional poster, we see that it's an overgrown laboratory of sorts. It's just a huge tropical forest on this, you know, desolate and just completely forgotten island. And the effects of Element 115 has basically taken over human patients, plants, animal patients, and just everything that these soldiers were doing in this laboratory. What is happening?
So this is really cool, right? Because it combines the story and the gameplay, which is sort of riffing on what Jason Blundell was saying in the reveal stream that they did yesterday. So Division 9 are this new research group that Jason talked about a little bit, and they are essentially the Japanese equivalent of Group 935, right? So Group 935, crazy German research division that also employ a couple of other people from various other countries. For example, you've got Peter. He's not a German, but maybe he's pretending to be a German. We don't know. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic. I digress. Division 9 are this research group, and they are experimenting on this island with 115, and they're not only keeping the humans in the experiments, but they're also going for the plants and the animals as well. And just the potential there for cool story stuff and for cool gameplay stuff. Just thinking about, like, alien... I'm not alien, what am I saying? Please no aliens.
No
Holy
alien.
moly. Let's keep them out of it. The idea of having mutated 115-infused spiders and... I mean, think about, like, a lion that's had 115 pumped into its eyeballs. Like...
We've talked a little bit about, before we started recording this, monkeys, too.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's just so many different types of animals that could be on an island. Now we might not just have hellhounds, we might have hell monkeys.
The monkeys especially are a really interesting one because a lot of people have been saying, what if the monkeys come back and they act like they did in Ascension and they steal your damn perks? That would be super annoying.
I'm gonna have to slap a monkey, just saying.
Hell yeah, you're gonna have to flick that mother trucker off the perk machine.
Is that something that you would want to return?
Well, that's the thing is, I wouldn't like them to be scuttling around and stealing our perks. That's just a nuisance, right? But in Shangri-La, monkeys can switch drops, and what I mean by that I will explain in just a moment, and if you do it correctly, you can get a free perk. So what this manifests itself as in the map is you're playing and maybe you get a nuke and you don't want the nuke, a monkey will run over, it will pick the nuke up and run away. And then while the monkey is running away, on its back, that drop will flick between all the different drops available on the map itself, and very briefly, if you kill the monkey at just the right time, it will switch to a perk bottle and everyone gets a free perk. I would love to see that come back. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know, but that's something I would love to see. Stealing perks, on the other hand, nuh-uh, that's a no-go.
It would really be good to do that as well, because then it would save you from having to possibly spend points to get a gobblegum or use a perkaholic or something like that.
Right, yeah, it's very economical getting free perks for sure. So I'd definitely be up for seeing that return.
Another thing that is in the description that talks about how zip lines will be making return and a sewer system to evade the zombie horde. Now, when I think of zip lines, I think of Shi no Numa.
Yeah.
Back in the day, using the zip line to cross over the water, over the swampy area, being able to get back over to the mystery box and just do everything of the sort like that. What do you think the sewer system is going to entail here on this map? I'm not exactly sure what to think. I think of the garbage chute from Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies when I think of a sewer system escape.
Yeah, so there's sort of two routes you can go with it. You can say, okay, we could have literally just a trash chute re-implementation like we had in Exo Zombies, like you mentioned. We could have a simple system where you go over to it, you jump inside, and then it pops you out somewhere else on the map, and that is your evasion complete. Or they could go for the full shebang and go for an actual sewer system that you can run around in, like they did beneath Burger Town in that one Exo Zombies map. And so the contrast between those two options is pretty huge. What they'll end up doing, I don't know. I'd like to be able to run around in the sewers and stuff, but I mean, sewers can be pretty dangerous places, so maybe it would be better for the safety of the player if that's not something that was having to be happened. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but fingers crossed. Well, at least I have faith in Treyarch, so hopefully they do the right thing.
Hopefully there's some exploration down there as well, because like we were talking about before the video started, there's a lot of correlation we've been making with the Shi no Numa, as well as, this new map, as well as Shangri-La, and the Napalm Zombies came up into that discussion as well.
Yeah.
Where we could possibly use the Napalm Zombies as some sort of Easter egg addition or some sort of clue to solve the Easter egg by going through the sewer system, kind of similar how we did with Shangri-La.
Right, exactly. So Napalm Zombies themselves are a concept that we can sort of discuss the idea of them coming back, because they were implemented in a map that was set in this dense tropical forest, and we're now going to a dense tropical forest. A lush tropical forest is how they've described it so far. So maybe they'll come back. Maybe that would be cool. There is this big volcano type thing in the middle of the island, so it would sort of make sense, I guess. But also, there's so much potential when you implement new boss monsters like that and boss zombies. There's loads of potential for them to mix those in with the Easter eggs and create fun new Easter egg steps and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think I'd like to see the Napalm Zombies come back just for the nostalgia, but overall, who knows if they will be returning or not.
Now, finally, to wrap up this video, we talked about some things that we may or may not want, spiders being one of those things. Just
hell yeah.
A giant spider. I know this has been rumored around in the community for a while now. But just seeing the mutation of an element 115 spider, I cannot even imagine what that would entail for us as, you know, fighting them. Would it be something similar to the cryptids in
Oh god. Oh no.
You know, what would we see with a giant spider? In fact, speaking more about this, spore zombies, something similar to The Last of Us. That's something that I might kind of want, but at the same time, ranged combat with zombies, I don't know if I'm looking forward to something like that if it would be in the game.
Right. Spiders are a scary one because, I mean, we know that this map is going to be the most, or at least one of the most terrifying maps to date. Jason has said that himself. So we can expect some pretty horrific beasts to be popping up out of nowhere, out of the darkness and scuttling across the floor. Oh my goodness.
Coming through the bushes and just getting you.
Literally, you're about to jump in the sewer, and then a freaking spider just crawls up out of there and is like, peekaboo!
Oh no, you're going through the sewer and they're like attached to the ceiling and they drop down on
no,
you.
like the freaking is it head crabs in Half-Life? Nah, I'm not about that life.
I don't like spiders in real life. I don't know if I would like them in my game.
I'm calling it now. I reckon there's going to be some kind of furry red spider horde or something like that. Like, that looks like it's going to absolutely just, oh, I don't even know, just rip you to pieces. Even though it's maybe like quite small, maybe the size of your boot, that thing is going to look deadly. And there's going to be loads of them, and they're going to be rolling all over the, oh man, it's just going to be too much.
What if they did something similar to the baby maker, and you can make them, they're really small, and you run over them, and they just squash, and they're done.
That would be fantastic. I'd love that.
But I don't know. I think that we're in for a big surprise when it comes to this brand new ZETSUBOU no Shima. I think that it's going to be a great map overall, and I can't wait to see your Easter egg coverage as well.
Hell yeah.
So thank you so much once again for joining me on this commentary. Is there anything that you would like to say to the fans out there for DLC 2?
Thanks for having me on, Ryan, and you guys as well that are watching this on my channel. In the description, there's a link to his channel as well, so you can check him out.
But if you guys enjoyed this little conversation we had today, make sure to smash that like button down below, and do not forget to subscribe for more awesome videos coming very soon. Until next time, guys, we are out.
Peace.